Hello children, welcome back to Konnur online class. So we are continuing the chapter chemical reactions and equations. In the previous class we studied about the things that are required in chemical reactions. Again one more important thing I had told you, remember? Laws of conservation of mass. What is law of conservation of mass? First, matter can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reactions. Okay. So as if you remember this thing, matter can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reactions. Before starting this, quick review of the elements and symbols: hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So next 11 to 20 you by heart it. So in the next video we will start with those also. Okay. Now balancing of equations. I told you in the previous class, balancing of equation is very important. Now why is it important? It is important because matter can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. That is why we are supposed to balance the equation. Now how to balance the equation? Very difficult. The moment we say how to balance the equation, very difficult. No, it is one of the easiest things you can do, children. Only thing is, know the basic rules of balancing the equation. Very basic rules. So what are the basic rules? First, always balance the metals first. What? First, balancing the equation. Now let us go with what is definition of balancing. Okay. Let us go with the rules of balancing of equations. Always balance the metals first. Then next balance the non-metals. Then oxygen. Then hydrogen. So this is the secret recipe of balancing the equations. Okay. What is that? First balance the metals, then balance the non-metals, then oxygen, then hydrogen. Once we start with the solving the equations, you will get to know what. Now let us start with few examples. Now which are the metals here? Is hydrogen a metal? No. Helium a metal? No. Lithium? Yes. Metals. Let us go with the non-metals. What? Al stands for aluminium. Aluminium is a metal. Iron is a metal. Sodium is a metal. Potassium is a metal. So these are all metals. So whenever an equation is having a metal, start balancing with the metals. Then go with the non-metals. Now which are the non-metals? Oxygen is a non-metal. Nitrogen is a non-metal. Carbon is a non-metal. Right? So these are all non-metals. So sorry, first though it is a non-metal, we are balancing the. So nitrogen, carbon, neon, these all are non-metals. Then we are supposed to balance oxygen, then hydrogen. So you got to know. First which you have to balance? Metal. When metals are balanced, go to non-metals. When non-metals are balanced, go to oxygen and hydrogen. This does not stop here only. One thing is, remember, first balance the metals, right? Then balance the non-metals. Again go back. Let us give it a step 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen carefully. Very important. First balance step 1. When step 1 is balanced, go to step 2. When step 1 and step 2 are balanced, again go to step 1. Right? When step 1, step 2 is balanced, go to step 3. When step 1, 2, 3. Step 3 is balanced, again check for step 1. Step 2, step 3. When all three are balanced, go to the fourth one, that is step 4. When step 4 is also balanced, again check metals, non-metals, oxygen, hydrogen. Confusing? So as we solve, children, you will understand. We will go with the simple equations. And I said you, these are reactants, these are products. I would just suggest you to watch this balancing equation videos 2 to 3 times so that you understand. And just not just watching children. Take pencil, paper or pen and paper and start balancing with me so that it will be easy for you. Now whenever write the equation for your understanding. Since you are starting to learn how to balance equation, write these things. This is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. Right? So write here as LHS and RHS. Do these things. Though it is time consuming, but once you understand how to balance the equation, there is no need for you to write these things. Okay? Now, first you are supposed to write metals. Then you are supposed to write non-metals. Then oxygen. I hope it will become a bit less. So I'll write it a bit up so that you can understand this side. We will go simple equation. I'll put this equation here so that it is easy for you to see as well as write. Carbon plus oxygen will give you carbon monoxide. Now tell me whether it is a word equation or symbolic equation. First, it is a symbolic equation because we are not writing it in a full word. Now as I said you, this is reactants which is at the LHS, and these are the products which is to be written at RHS. Draw line in between, and here I need 2 more columns for your understanding, till you understand it. Okay, so here you are going to write metals first, then you are going to give the description of non-metals. Remember the difference: metals, non-metals, oxygen, and next is hydrogen. Carbon plus oxygen. Is it a metal, children? No, it's a non-metal. So metals are not here. So no need to write this metal form. So carbon is also a non-metal. Oxygen is also a non-metal. So but oxygen has to be written here. So first let us go with carbon. Now can you see anything is written here? This side or this side. If it is written here something like 2. Is it written here? No. So it means it is just a one molecule of carbon. So write it as carbon is how many here? 1. Don't write it in the middle. I'll tell you why later. Write it at the corner of left hand side. Okay. 1. RHS also. This is LHS and this is RHS. So how many molecules of carbon are there? 1. Is it balanced? 1 is here, 1 is here. 1 kg only, 1 kg only. Balance are there, right? So it is balanced. So when non-metals is balanced, go to the next one, that is oxygen. Right? How many molecules of oxygen are here? Check out here. Is there any molecule here? No. But is it here? Yes. How many? 2. Check out this oxygen. Any molecules here or here? No. So it is just 1. Is it balanced now? No, it is not balanced. So now how you will balance it? You will add 2. You will add, remember in writing chemical equations you can never add down. Subsequently ಏನು add ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ add ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ left hand side ನಲ್ಲಿ. Right? 2. So you are removing it and adding 2. Now what is the rule? Check back to again metals. Metals illa, non-metals. Carbon is 1. Yes, right. But one more carbon is been added here. How? So now the carbon is 2. Now the carbon is 2. Is it balanced now? So to balance it again, we will be adding here 2 carbon. Once again check it. Carbon 2. Here carbon is 2. Oxygen. Next oxygen 2. Oxygen is 2. Is it balanced now? Are you getting me, children? Now this is a balanced equation which is consisting of 2 molecules of carbon, 2 molecules of oxygen. Here whichever method is written, this applies for both. It applies for both. But when, if a thing is written like this, okay, it refers that this is 1 molecule of carbon and 2 molecules of oxygen. But when you write it as like this, 2CO2, it refers that there are 2 molecules of carbon and 2 molecules of oxygen. In this state, there is only 1 molecule of carbon and 2 molecules of oxygen. I hope you will understand. let me stop with this equation here only. In the next equation we will go little more in depth in the next video. Till that, first is by heart the symbols, okay, understand the concept of LHS, reactants and products, and go with simple equations like H plus O2, okay. So carry out this reaction, we will deal with other equations in the next class.